Since we are back, we are now going to continue to Ravenwood.
Ah, you must be the new student I've heard so much about. You made quite a name for yourself on Unicorn Way. I'm Mr. Lincoln, and I just have some quick paperwork to get you enrolled. Signature here, initials there, and a lock of hair here. Are you allergic to unicorns or eyes of newt? Good. That takes care of that. To complete your enrollment, come meet your professors.
Welcome. I am the professor of the Ice School, where we teach thaumaturges to endure like permafrost, withstanding all attacks.
While in the Storm School, we instruct young diviners to strike hard, fast as lightning, defeat the enemy before they know what hit them.
We pyromancers of the Fire School prefer to carefully fan the flames. Utilizing damage over time spells, we slow burn our enemies to cinders.
Commanding the elements is indeed impressive, but Theurgis of the Life School seek harmony with nature, which gives us the power to heal others.
Sorcerers also seek harmony, symmetry in all things. Balance is unique magic from Crocotopia, which supports and enhances the other schools.
Fireballs and flowers. Freshman magic, that. All wizards summon monsters to fight for us, but only the best conjurers dare study the ways of myth.
And I'm Malone, not, exactly a professor. We haven't had a real deaf professor since the last one turned evil and destroyed the school, so, but I can get you started at being a necromancer. Our death spells drain health from enemies, damaging them and healing ourselves at the same time. So, you're enrolling in the Storm School. Cracking good decision-making. That will serve you well. I'll take you to our classroom. Welcome to the School of Storm, young wizard. I, Holston Baelstrom, am proud to act as your guide and trainer of new spells. Check back regularly to see what I have for you, and as your level of tempestuous tenacity increases, I'll summon you to learn special spells. There is but one spell for you to learn now, Lightning Bats. Train the spell, then report back to Registrar Lincoln.
You're all ready. Some spells, like this one, take more than 1 pip to cast. To use it, pass a turn. Or cast a 0 pip spell to build up your pip supply.
Let's go back to Mr. Lincoln.
You've met your professor. Great! You can train spells in your school for free, but to learn other school spells, you must spend training points. Here, I'll give you one now. Use it to start training a secondary school. And if you change your mind later, see me to buy back training points. Anyway, now that you're enrolled, you get your own dorm room to store items and decorate however you want. This is the boys' dorm here. And this is the girls' dorm. You can also use the Go Home button to reach your dorm room from anywhere. Once you get settled in, report to the headmaster.
Now, we're not using a dorm room. I do actually have a house for this one, which I will show you all in a little bit when I need to go over there for crafting.
Oh, good. Now you know where all your classes are held. I hope you liked all the Ravenwood instructors. If you want, you can wander about to see what all Wizard City has to offer. I should mention, though, there have been some strange events around town. Nothing serious, nothing that a promising wizard like you couldn't handle. Let me also introduce you to our resident advisor, Abby K. Doodle. She can tell you all about our many electives when you have time. But on to more serious matters. It seems the troubles in Unicorn Way were but the tip of an evil iceberg. While you were gone, chaos erupted all over the city, Undead run amok in the streets, and our former allies have turned against us. Malastare must be behind this. Your victory on Unicorn Way makes you the perfect person to deal with this crisis. I foresaw you might save Wizard City. Now's your chance. Go to Old Town and talk to Sergeant Muldoon immediately. We must set things right and discover Malastare's goal in all this. Good luck.
One last word before you embark on your quest. I've tried to answer if you...
It's about the tooltip stuff. For whatever reason, her quest hasn't been working recently, so I guess we can't do it. Because usually this is where she would give it, but for whatever reason it hasn't been working. Or hasn't been giving me the quest anyways. One thing I do want to check before we go wandering is the Zeke quest.
Why, hello there, young wizard. Name's Zeke. Prospector Zeke. I've been all over the place, exploring the different worlds along the spiral. Each world I get to, I always find some people are gone and forgotten. Like them dwarf-like fellers called the Smiths. Say, you and might help me out, would you? Those Smiths are hiding all around Wizard City. They don't do much good where they are. Locate them and let me know where's I can find them, and I'll pay you kindly for your trouble.
Alright, before we go to Muldoon, I'm gonna go grab the book that we missed in here, because we didn't have the quest, and the Smith, both of which are in Unicorn Way. That's why I try to get it early on, because I know we're gonna have to come back to these places, and it's easier to already have it while we're questing. So let's go grab the Smith, which is by Lady Oriole. And then the book is gonna be in Lady Blackhope's tower. So that should be pretty easy. Hopefully I don't get pulled into this battle. I'm hoping I can just get it without getting pulled. Let's go grab this book.
Life magic was said to have been discovered by the earliest inhabitants of the Ravenwood, guided by none other than Grandfather Tree himself. As these early theurges advanced in their studies, so too did their gardens improve, eventually sprouting the sentient spell trees. Not just of life magic, but all the schools. Each tree embodied a new form of magic, a new aspect of existence. It was through their growth, study, and teaching that magical law was tested, explored, and codified.
Perfect. Now we can go get the Smith. Additionally, I do like to hide these because I know that we're gonna have to get them all. Unfortunately, I do not have a teleport to Lady Oriole, so we are gonna have to just fly over there with our little culture. Maybe we can pick up some gold along the way. Chest. Take the free gold. Early game gold can be kind of hard to come by, unfortunately. And here's the Smith. Go back to the commons. There is also one in the commons that we can technically grab for the Smiths real quick. So let's grab that. Oops. Perfect. Just trying to make sure we don't miss any while we're doing all this. It's just easy to grab all these first. I'll get your quest for later.
Hi, I need help. I'm trying to finish this science fair project for Professor Baelstrom, but those golems stole my materials. I really need those back. I've got a few more preparations to make, so if I have to fight the golems too, I'm sure to be late. If I'm late, I'll get a bad grade and... Wait a minute. If you retrieve them for me, I can finish my project and still be on time. I'll need the enchanted wood from one of the wooden constructs in the Golem Tower.
We're gonna also save that for later. That one's kind of annoying to do. Specifically at a lower level, because you have to go up the tower like 3 times. Let's get the one in Ravenwood. Which I believe is behind the Myth School. Indeed he is. Alright, the only other one is the shopping district, which is on our way to Mr. Muldoon. Oops. Alrighty, let's grab this one, and then we can go speak to Muldoon about the quest. Oh, you know what? I should do this before I forget. Well, I guess I can't claim any yet. Not really sure what I would get anyways. Alrighty, Muldoon. Here to talk with ya.
Beware! Beyond these gates, the city's gone mad. Wait, you're the hero of Unicorn Way. The headmaster sent you to help. Thank goodness.
Okay, before I grab any of these, because there's all 3, I'm gonna get the crafting quest first.
Greetings, young wizard. So, you're interested in learning about crafting? Wonderful. Let's get started with your first lesson. The first rule is to have a clean, well-lit place to work. For that, you'll need a basic crafting table. I'm happy to make you one if you can gather the supplies. We'll need some mistwood. You can find mistwood growing all over Wizard City. Bring the mistwood back to me, and we'll soon have you a nice new place to work.
Alrighty, we'll find the mistwood eventually. And I don't remember what this guy wants.
Well, hello there. I've not made your acquaintance yet. It's always good to see fresh faces here in Wizard City. I wish I had studied to become a wizard instead of, becoming a town guard. Say, I found this book on one of the benches while I was strolling to work this morning. It looks important, and I don't have time to drop it by the library. Would you take it there for me?
Ah, you must be the new student I've heard so much about. I can see by the gleam in your eye that you're bound for great things. I want to fashion you a proper set of magical robes. They'll help you on your journeys and look good too, if I do say so myself. But the gobblers ate all my supplies. I'll need you to get some more so I can make the robes for you. I'm sure you can do it easily. I'll need good cloth. Shawls from the haunted minions on Triton Avenue will serve nicely, along with fabric from Fire Elf hats in Firecat Alley. Finally, I'll need good leather.
This one I'm going to do simply because she does give you some level 10 gear.
You can get some
it's like just some free gear that you could
Go
get.
forth, young wizard.
So we're going to go quickly do this quest just so that I'll have level 10 gear when we get there. Then we'll do probably Cyclops, I believe. Or actually, you know what? Cyclops takes a while. We might do that one last, so I might do Firecat Alley first. Maybe I'll get lucky and collect them on the first try, but sometimes these take a couple battles. And I didn't. I'm not all that surprised. Try number 2. Let's see if second time's the charm. Perfect, that one worked. Now we need the haunted minion. And what was the other one? Fire elf. So we'll go do the haunted minion first. And then we'll start Sergeant Muldoon's quest. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll find a piece of mistwood lying on one of these streets. And exactly, that's exactly what I needed for the crafting quest. So that works out. At least these ones can take a thunder snake. First time's the charm. Nice. Now we just need the fire elf. And then we'll talk to Eudora about that crafting quest one more time. Pathfinders, I think, are on the other half of Firecut Alley. So we're gonna have to use the teleporter. Let's find a Pathfinder. It's gonna be these ones. These ones are also 285, so we'll need lightning bats. See if I can kill on the first try. Nice, and we collected the hat on that one too. Didn't take as long as it sometimes can, though I'm sure they've probably nerfed some of these quests as far as like the collect quests and stuff go. At least I hope they do, especially in the further worlds. Alright, let's go to the main gate. Turn both these in. We can talk to Gloria first.
I knew you'd have no trouble securing those supplies. Now, a magical binding here, some weaving spells there, all done. I hope those robes serve you well, wizard. Good fortune on all your travels.
Perfect. Now we'll have these level 10 things when we hit level 10, just to have something to put on. And let's talk to Eudora.
That mistwood should do nicely.
Miss Tangletree gets to work with hammer, plane, and saw. In a few moments, you have a nice little work table.
Now, with a basic crafting table, you have a place to work. Now, with your work table, you can begin to learn the fine trade of crafting, making your own items. First, you should place the basic crafting table in your dorm room or castle. Your first assignment is to make 2 daggers of absolution. You should have no difficulty. You'll need to buy a recipe from me and then gather the required ingredients. When you've got all your ingredients, use your basic crafting table to make the athames. When you have made 2 daggers of absolution, bring them back to me and I'll award you a novice crafter badge. So remember to bring them here when you're finished. Good luck. I can't wait to see them.
And the other stuff I should have back at my house. So we can do the crafting quest real quick, and then we can also go talk to Harold Argleston. But let's go home. I think I equipped my house. I did. See, isn't this so beautiful? I don't know why. It's just this little cottage, and it's just so cute. I know this is more fit for like a life wizard, but I really, really think it's cute. It's just a cute little house. Put the crafting table in here. I believe she said she gave us one. Awesome. Now I need, what was the other ingredient we needed? 2 cattail, which I definitely have in my shared bank. Oops. Let's look up cattail. I have an abundance of a lot of these things. The perks of having a lot of wizards. Alrighty, let's craft these. I think there's gonna be like a 20-second cooldown. Yeah, 30 seconds. While we're doing that, we can see if I have any housing things I didn't take out of here that I could decorate this house with. Just to make it pretty in here. I do like this tree. We are gonna move this one to my backpack, so I think I'm gonna put this outside. Ooh, birthday gazebo. Everything else I don't think we really need. But let's go put this tree outside while we're waiting. The way this place looks, I think adding the tree would be a nice addition. So we're gonna go put it over here, I think. Just add a nice little tree just somewhere over here. Yeah, this makes for a pretty tree. I feel like we could do this in the middle. It has like these nice little, let's see. See, it has, like, look, it goes, even though it's not those trees, it has the little lanterns, and I think it's just adorable. Did I end up putting the gazebo in my inventory? I did. No, I don't know where I'd want a gazebo to go, but I guess we can just kind of put it over here. Just to have, you know, something over there. Yeah, that should be good. Got that nice tree over there in the distance and gazebo. As we collect things, we can just find places to put them. Alright, let's craft the other one. Perfect. Now we're going to go to the commons just so I can turn in that book to Harold, which I think he's going to tell us to go to Gollum Court for. If I'm not mistaken. We also get gold from doing her quest. That's another reason why I'm doing it. We can get a little bit of money early on. Harold!
You say you are returning a book that someone dropped? You are quite a good sport to take time out of your day to do that. Oh, hang on there. This book does not belong to the library. Inside the cover it states property of Sabrina Greenstar. She probably dropped it on her way to the fairgrounds. You best give it to her yourself.
Alrighty, let's go. Let's go give it to Sabrina, who I believe is going to send us to Gollum Court. Also, we can also grab Penny's quest.
Hi again! I got all those pets safely back to the pavilion, but now I've got another problem. My enrollment application is missing. I came here all the way from Marleybone to study under the great necromancer Malistaire Drake, who's apparently evil now, and they lost my forms. The headmaster's office is packed to the brim with students, and I don't know what to do. Do you know if there's a registrar we could talk to?
Sabrina.
You are returning the book I left on a bench? I didn't have one with me today. Maybe I lost it last week. Oh, that book. I gave that one to Regina for her to use as research for a science project. She's just inside Gollum Court if you want to give it back to her.
Indeed we can, Sabrina. Regina, not Sabrina.
I left my book on a bench? What book?
Her eyes get big when you hand her the book.
Oh, yes! This has all the notes I was taking on my science project. I'm sure glad you found this. It was a lot of work for me. Thank you ever so much.
You are welcome, Regina. Now let's go talk to Mr. Lincoln, because Penny's going to send us to a couple of the streets to defeat just some different things, so we may as well collect that before we go to all the streets.
What brings you by, Wizard? A registration form for Penny Dreadful? I'm afraid I don't see it here, which means either she didn't submit one, or it has been moved to the Archivium Malatorium, where it is guarded by the Mad Wraith. We care about protecting personal information. Or it's on Headmaster Ambrose's desk and he just hasn't gotten to all his paperwork this week. Check with him before trying anything else.
Sure can do. Merle.
Penny Dreadful? Of the Marleybone Dreadfuls? Why, I taught her adopted parents. Wonderful students. Now, let me find her application. Let's see. Papers to grade, budgetary proposals. Oh, a live frog. Duncan Grimwater's Ode to Malistaire, verses 1 to 5. Here we go. Stamped and approved. But I'm afraid this delay has left her rather behind in her coursework. After the fall of the Death School, I moved the students to... I want you to introduce yourself to Diego, the Duel Master. He manages the arena. The arena is just inside the entrance to Unicorn Way, on the right.
Sure, I'll just pick up at this. Let's go back to Penny.
My application? Oh, thank you. And independent study, huh? I just enrolled and I've already got homework. But if you're willing to help me, maybe we can get this done real quick. It can't be any harder than fighting a zombie, right? Let's see. The assignment is called Battle Tactics of the Undead. Guess we'll be fighting all the zombies. Normally, it says we'd be granted access to the sealed caves. But, that ship has sailed. The undead are everywhere now. I think the best way to do this, fight lost souls, skeletal pirates, rotting fodder, and field guards, and then meet me back here.
This quest...
Alright, so we can go to Diego and then do the lost soul and skeletal pirates. Like I said, she was going to send us over there. I knew it! These should be the last quests that bring us over here until we reach like a later level for Diego.
Greetings. My name is Diego Santiago Corriquez Ramirez III, champion duelist.
The Duel Master bows with a great flourish of his cape.
The arena is a wondrous place. Students come here to hone their skills with magic, practice against others, and gain endless glory and fame. To try your hand against your classmates, enter the arena and step into the duel circle.
Well, I ain't doing that right now, Diego. I'm way too low of a level. And honestly, PvP just isn't for me. Like, some people love to do PvP. I am not fond. Lasso! Snaky. And now we need a skeletal pirate. I think we'll do Triton Avenue first, actually, quest-wise. Also a snaky. Perfect. And we'll go back to Eudora. Either that or we could just knock out her quest altogether. That is an option. Which there's no other side quests nearby. Nah. So we'll go knock off her quest and finish off Eudora's. Because Triton Avenue is going to be long and I'd rather do that in a separate episode. So this one can kind of be just like some in-between quests and not street specific. It's kind of the best way of like how I like to do things. Let's talk to Eudora.
Have you brought the 2 daggers of absolution I asked you to make? Those are quite nice indeed. I am pleased to award you a Novice Crafter badge. Display it with pride. When you earn a new crafting badge, you can buy more advanced recipes,
Okay, we know about that.
allowing you to...
And you're just going to tell us to go to Crocotopia for the next one, which I don't need to see. And go ahead and equip the crafting badge. Then let's knock out this dreadful assignment quest for her. Definitely using the teleporters this time. So we're going to do that. Rotting fodders are right here. Don't have to collect anything, we just have to defeat one. So that should be easy. Elder Storm. We'll just do a bats for good measure. And the field guards, I think I'm going to use the teleporter for because those are going to be in a haunted cave. So we'll go to Galvanos Tower. And then this should take us over there. Haunted cave. We're doing on gold. Only 400. That's not a lot. Here's the not the frost guards, the field guards, which are also storm. These I will need lightning bats because I think they have 300 health. Yeah, they have 300. We're gonna need to use at least 1 lightning bat, maybe 2. Definitely not going to do 3 night. Nope, or I'm going to fizzle. Not all that surprised by the fizzle. Get rid of that. Definitely won't need that, so let's just do the lightning bats again. Yeah, we'll need to do 1 more. I don't think they have high resist at this low of level. We can just do a snake. Yeah, nah, they're good. Alright. Alrighty, back to Penny in the Commons.
Hey, you're back! Can I see your notes? Undead weaknesses, life magic and soap, but they're resistant to blades, rocks, and rolled up newspapers. I had pretty similar results. Let's call this study successfully reproduced. I'll take it to Headmaster Ambrose right away. Thanks, Wizard. I wrote a letter to tell my parents that I arrived safely, but I haven't had a chance to send it. What with all the not arriving safely, which is okay. It gave me a chance to add some stuff about Malistaire. He was my parents' favorite professor and an old family friend. Did you know he once drained all the life force out of a troll to regrow a limb, then raised the troll to fight an ogre and save some students? Anyway, sorry. Would you mind taking my letter to Prospector Zeke and ask him to deliver it next time he's in Marleybone?
Yes, I can.
Well, sure, youngin'. I'd be downright tickled to deliver that letter. I run a sort of postal service for my many wanderings through the spiral. Say, now that I think of it, I just came back from Marleybone. Got a package for, one Miss Penny Dreadful. You know what? How's about I trade you the package or the letter? You take yours to Miss Penny, and I'll take mine to her parents. Off you go now.
The more I think about Malistaire, the more it doesn't make any sense. Why would someone so good suddenly turn so bad? I just wish I could ask him. If I could find him, maybe he'd tell me. I know he used to live in the dark cave before it was sealed. Maybe he's hiding out there now. I'll leave my spellbook here, just in case I'm wrong, so my new friend can come help me.
And she's gone and got herself stuck in the cave. Are we still level 5? We're level 6. Alright, Penny, let's go help you in the cave. I think I can access the cave through, yeah, Cyclops. I think it's the one that connects Cyclops and Firecat Alley, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh, Penny. Ooh, let's do the silver chest. Which minigame shall we get? Just need 1 through 5. That should be pretty easy. 1, 2. Need a number 4. And number 5. Perfect. Probably didn't get anything of drastic use. Ghoul, treasure card, a shocked key, and a firecast filament. That's fine. Alright, Penny. Flax. And money. Like I said, gold's hard to come by, so that's why I'm collecting it. I apologize. It's a fairly scarce resource. Penny.
Hey, Wizard. I see you found my spell book. No, I didn't talk to Malistaire. I should have known he'd be too smart to come here. Could be worse, I guess. At least I have these thorough reports on undead battle tactics, so I can handle the things in this cave. Huh? Oh, my parents sent me a package. You're right. Maybe it will cheer me up. Let's see. Oh, wow, pet snacks. That'd be great. If I had a pet. Tell you what, Wizard, you've been amazing ever since we met. Why don't you take these snacks? Just a small token to say how much everything you've done has meant to me.
Alright, Penny. I don't think there's any other quests over here right now. aside from Sergeant Muldoon, which is going to be those 3. So we'll go pick up the street quests, and then I think we'll call it for this episode. And then the next episode, we will do probably Triton Avenue. I think that's what I'm feeling. Get the slightly longer street out of the way. Let's talk to Muldoon. Alright, Triton.
Triton Avenue's been overrun by the undead. I don't have any guards left to try and deal with it either. But none of them have come out, and I've got no word. Can you help me try to find them? Good luck, and above all, be careful.
Alright, we'll go ahead and pick up the other 2 as well.
There's a part of the city we contracted out to the Cyclops Legion, appropriately called Cyclops Lane. But their leader, General Achilles, proclaimed an edict outlawing all things with more eyes than he, and forced all residents out of their homes. It's strange. Achilles always seemed an honorable fella, without insecurities about his ocular limitations. No idea what could have changed his mind. Professor Cyrus Drake took this personally, as he and Achilles go back a ways, and sent his student to investigate. Let's see, I wrote his name down. Ah, yes, Nolan... Wait, Stormgate? That can't be right. Anyway, find a kid on Cyclops Lane and, well, help them. You say this was orchestrated by the former Death Professor? I thought he was dead. Well, all the other dead are back, so yeah, that makes sense. The whole city's a mess. The guard is completely overwhelmed. I hate to ask, but could you see if Private Quinn on Firecat Alley needs help?
Alrighty. Like I said, that's going to finish up this episode, but in the next one, we're going to do, I believe, Triton Avenue is what we're going to do next. But as always, thank you for watching, and I hope you join in for the next video. Bye!